Hey guys, Foxdrop here, welcome back to another Road to Master video. Last episode we finished in our Diamond Promos, so this is where we're starting today. We are 0-0 into our Diamond Promos. If we win 3 games today, we'll be promoted into Diamonds. The first game of the day, boys and girls, we were playing as Blitzcrank support, probably my best champion overall. Definitely my best support, probably my best champion. I honestly feel like if I were just to one-trick Blitzcrank forever, I would probably get like Master Tier the fastest if I did that. I genuinely feel like that. It's a little bit boring to watch, so I do mix things up a bit, but still, whenever I'm playing Blitzcrank, I really feel my element. So today we're playing Blitz, and as you can see from these clips, the enemy jungle got the first gank in onto us, which can sometimes make things a little bit hard in your bot lane. But I feel like this game I was quite confident in what was going down, how things were happening, and Lee Sin also did give us some help. He didn't get here first. Rengar got the first gank, but he certainly came in and helped us later on, which was important. He really helped us to kind of stabilize here. And you can see Tarek as well. That's a really weird bug. That's a really, really weird bug. He got stuck in between me, Lee Sin, the wall, and a minion or something like that, and he genuinely could not move. So that was pretty funky, pretty random. But a pretty dominant game here for me, at least. I feel like a really easy lane phase. And then, yeah, I'm 3-1-4 for goodness sake. Well, actually, maybe I'm not. I was 3-1-4. I'm now 3-2-4. But still, I mean, I said it was a dominant game. Actually, it's 10 kills to 17. Not that dominant, actually. Maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. But still, it's all good. Essentially, if I have a good lane phase as Blitzcrank, it means that generally speaking, I'm going to have a pretty fed AD carry as well. And stuff like this too, getting nice grabs, getting nice picks off onto the enemy AD carry, you certainly can't go wrong with. We also have a Camille in this game. I think Camille's our mid laner. So we had Lee Sin jungle, Alawi top, and Camille mid, which is a bit peculiar. It's a full AD team, which is not great. If you're not ahead as a full AD team, you're going to be in a bit of a pickle because the enemy team can just stack armor and eventually it's going to be really hard for you to play against them. But generally speaking, oh, look at that flash grab, beautiful stuff. Generally speaking, as long as you're ahead, it's okay. In this game, we were ahead. Camille, she could do a lot of stuff this game. Alawi was just bullying top lane, which is good as well. Alawi versus Nautilus, I mean, I'm a Nautilus player, so I can tell you for sure it's a very tough matchup to be against lane bullies if you're playing Nautilus. Eventually, you'll be fine against them because you just stack armor, but until that point, you're not fine against them. Until that point, they just destroy you. So, a little bit tough, I can imagine. A little bit tough for the Nautilus here. But still, a pretty nice game to start off my Diamond Promos on. Looking like we're going to be able to transition this into a win. We were 10-16 at one point, and now we are 14-29. So, they got 4 kills, and we got, what, almost 14. We almost like doubled their kills. Yeah, 14-31 now. Holy moly, we really turned this game up, didn't we? 14-32. God, what's happening here? Oh my gosh. Blimey. Alright, anyway, good start to the game, boys and girls. It's a good start to our promos, good start to the video. 1-0 in our Diamond Promos. Game number 2, playing as Heimerdinger jungle. Heimerdinger being my best jungler. I'm playing a lot of him more now. And I'm also with a Yasuo top lane and against a Jax. Now, I really wanted to put a lot of focus onto this Yasuo top lane because I feel like this is a lane that's going to snowball kind of hard. Yasuo does tend to snowball quite hard. And on top of that as well, Yasuo tends to feed his ass off a lot. If you're playing with a Yasuo, you'll see that he tends to feed a crap ton. So you really have to be... In my opinion, I like to put a lot of focus on Yasuo lanes because they can snowball quite hard in a positive way as well. But more or less, if you leave them alone, in my experience, maybe I'm just biased here, but in my experience, they'll just find a way to feed. And that really tilts me when I've got a Yasuo who's like 15 deaths. It's just really frustrating. So putting a lot of focus on that top, getting 2 ganks in there before like level 3 or something like that, pretty crazy stuff. But still doing a lot of stuff on the other side of the map as well. I'm not just focusing on top. So I've had a really good early game here, 6 kill participation in 12 minutes. Well, 7 now. 7 kill participation in 12 minutes is pretty good. But if I remember correctly as well, this Elise was really a really good player. I think. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I played this game a little while back, but this Elise had really good like game sense, I guess I could say. I feel like she was actually a better jungle player than I am. I mean, I was doing really well this game. Like, I certainly was doing really well. 5-0-7, like you can see. I'm having a great game. I snowballed a lot of lanes. I played fine. It's not like, you know, I'm outplayed or anything like that. I could like tell that this Elise was a good player. I know that might sound a bit strange, but she was always useful. You know, this Elise was always useful. She was always making plays. She was always in good positions as well. She seemed quite confident in how she was playing too. Like she was invading me a lot too, and just like making quite confident plays. So it made me feel like she was quite a confident player. So it's always nice to feel like you're playing against good competition as well. You're not just stomping people, and it's nice to know as well that you can kind of learn from games like this. Even if the enemy player is losing, they're still, you know, I can look at this Elise and be like, okay, this Elise has got a crap team, and she's losing really hard, but she's still really useful, and that's the ideal situation you want to be in, right? So I after that I can like watch this Elise and just be like, yo, how do I play more like this Elise? How do I become more like this Elise? She was really good, honestly, in my opinion. But either way, all that matters here is that we are now 2-0 in our Diamond promos. Pretty good game so far, honestly. Pretty good game so far. Back to the Blitzcrank, like I said, my best champion. And look at that, starting right off the bat with the first Bard thrower as AD carry. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Playing Bard, this is obviously a bait, yeah. Me watching this back, I can see this is such an obvious bait right here. But obviously, at the time, I didn't quite realize that was a bait. But that was Bard was obviously baiting something there. Then again, Bard players do tend to be kind of like trolly and a bit ballsy and a bit stupid. So maybe he was, you know, I don't know. But still, probably should have seen that one coming. Either way, got a nice gank there as well. And a nice opportunistic grab that was right there. I thought that was a really good grab there. But sadly, it does mean that my Ez is in a bit of a pickle here. As in, if you kill the enemy support, you're not killing the enemy AD carry. So you've got to be a little bit careful of that. And it means that the AD carry can just like turn around on you and do a lot of damage to you. But as it turned out, it was all good, all fine, no worries, no problems here. Also got a Malzahar on my team this game. Malzahar is a really peculiar one. You don't see Malz a lot. I don't think he's particularly good actually right now. You don't see him a lot for sure. But also a Camille jungle. Now, this Camille jungle, this game sadly was a little bit demoralizing for me because that was a good stun by Bard. Well played, mate. It was a bit demoralizing for me this game because she was like in Champions Select. She was like, I think she got auto-filled to jungle. Yeah, she did. Yeah, this Camille was auto-filled. She's not a jungle. What? I'm 90% sure that's the case. Either way, she like either didn't want to play jungle, it was her off roll, or she was like auto-filled to it. So she was like, yeah, I'm just gonna first time Camille jungle, and she did, and she was not great. We'll put it that way. But it was less about like the skill involved. That's a really bad miss here. Come on, Fox, you can do better than that. It was less about the skill involved. It was more about the attitude for me personally, at least. I was really, yeah. You can see in the chat as well. Like she's saying, "Oh, probably pick my top lane." Like yeah. It's more like the attitude. When you got someone who's like overly negative, it's really demoralizing and depressing. I should have muted this guy. Like as soon as the game went in, I should have muted this guy. I really do need to do a better job of that, of just muting players that I don't want to listen to because they're really frustrating. But here as well, Ez gets 1v1 by the Twitch. You didn't quite see that, but he gets 1v1 by the Twitch, and then Twitch gets kind of low. So I'm like, oh, I can run him down. I can just like fart on him, punch him, and ignite him, and he's gonna die, right? Well, he still had his heal up. He 1v1 my AD carry after I got him really fed in the lane phase, and still didn't even use his summon heal. Pretty demoralizing as well, right there too. But I mean, at this point in the game, the kills are kind of equal. But the enemy team is so much stronger than we are. If you look at the map as well, usually the kill score isn't a great indication of how the game's going. What's a better indication is just like, if you're watching like a spectator game, so like the LCS or something like that, you can take a look at the gold values. If the gold, my way of determining whether or not, like what team is winning is more, if you've got a team that's behind in kills but ahead in gold, then like I put money on that team that's behind in kills actually winning, because to me, that displays that they've got superior knowledge of objectives. They've got better team play. They might be behind in kills, but they don't need kills. And you know, the fact that they're even behind in kills and can still get like the gold advantages is a merit in itself, right? And I think that a similar thing for this game. Like we weren't that far behind in kills, but just look at the map. You know, we don't have any towers. We don't have anything this game. If you're pressing tab, they also had, fortunately enough, 3 Infernal Dragons at 20 minutes. If you've got a team, you're playing against a team and they're snowballing against you, and they get fire dragons, yeah, that's good night. That's good night right there. You're not coming back from a fire dragon. 3 fire dragons, you're not coming back from that. That's just like, yeah, teams with fire dragon infernal, they just snowball so ridiculously hard. So that was a bit of a sad game. I feel like I deserved a bit better that one. I had the same gold as the Camille there. God, that's ugly. But anyway, moving on to the next game. Another Hecarim game. Awesome. So 2 support games and 2 jungle games for Diamond. Let's see what we can do here, shall we? Starting off pretty well, level 5. dragon take. Was that an Infernal? It was an Infernal. The next one is an Infernal as well. So this, again, is going to show that it's a bit of a snowbally game here. You can see, like, if ever Fire Dragons or Infernal Dragons are on the cards, you want to focus more towards getting them and playing around them, because Fire Dragons are so good in solo queue, and they really do help you snowball really hard. Like, they just give you pure stats, and the more ahead you are, the more stats you have. Like, because it's a percentage increase, the more stats the Infernal Dragon gives you. So you do tend to snowball insanely hard when you have the Fire Dragon, and it's really important to like you want to tune your game a little bit to either going, like, if you're playing a jungler who can take the dragon away, do it, take it away. Someone like, you know, Shyvana or like Vi or something like that. Put a lot of focus on maybe cheesing it, and if not, just put a lot of focus on like ganking either mid or bot, because these are the lanes that control the flow of what happens around dragon. If you get your bot lane ahead and you can pressure that bot lane, then it's easy for you to transition into taking dragon as well. Like right here, I guess we're just pretty far ahead overall, to be honest, but still, right here you can kind of see, cheeky smite right there for the extra heal. Good stuff, Foxy. You can see that we have the pressure in bot lane, a lot of pressure in bot lane. You can see that the only tower we have this game is the bot lane tower, so I've obviously focused on bot lane. And the dragons become a lot more free for us. I mean, right here I could arguably just be going for dragon, which I think is what I'm going to go and do there. Yeah, so there you go. You know, just focusing on the dragons. It's a really good strategy to do, guys. If you see fire dragons, shift your focus towards mid and top lane, mid and bot lane, because you want to get those dragons. Anyway, I've talked like the whole highlight for this game. I've just been talking about dragon stuff. Outside of that, you can see what's going on. I'm having another pretty good game here on Hecarim. 3-0-5. Did I not die this game? I didn't die this game either. So I didn't die in my first Hecarim game, and I didn't die in this Hecarim game either. So 0 deaths. 0 death Hecarim in my diamond promos. I'm quite happy with that. I think that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. 0 death Hecarim. Good shit. So there we are, boys and girls. We're being promoted into Diamond 5. So let's play some games as a freshly Season 7 Diamond Jungler, shall we? Another Hecarim game here, boys and girls. We are playing versus... who's their jungler? I can't see who their jungler is. Ivern, yes. I really hate playing versus Ivern. I really hate playing versus Ivern, legitimately. And you're about to witness one of the most boosted players I think I've ever made on this account. This is unfortunate right here. If you like replay that on YouTube and just like make it really slow, you'll see that's just like a really unfortunate play. What happens there is like I accidentally, as I'm clicking in front of Vayne to knock her back, I accidentally click on Janna, and it's just like it's really it's like it's so lame. But yeah, this is like at this point in the game, by the way, guys, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but anytime I face up against the Katarina, either on when I'm streaming on my stream accounts or on this account as well, anytime I face up against them, they kick the shit out of me. Katarina is just like the bane of my existence at this elo right now. It's just insane. And to be fair, we also have a bit of like a this TF this game was like semi-trolling. I don't think he was like really trolling or anything like that. Like, I didn't report him after the game, but he is one of these people who, you know, didn't really care about winning. As you can see, Bard as well just says here that's open. So but he was like locking blue cards and red cards, and this Katarina would come in and we'd bait him, and then he'd just like lock in a red card or a blue card or something. It would just be so painful. But yeah, not a great showing really. And you can see for me as well, like the enemy AD carry is kind of strong. We got a Kalista as well. Like this Kalista, we actually got Kalista quite far ahead in the lane phase too, but she just did nothing all game. Like she has no damage. It's just foul champion that does no damage. And yeah, like I said, it's kind of semi-trolling TF as well. And yeah, it's just really hard as a jungler. If you've put effort into getting lanes ahead like I did with Kalista, and they don't take that, and then your lanes are just losing anyway, it's so hard. And I really struggled this game to really do a lot of good stuff to the Katarina, specifically after she started popping off. But this is also why I just hate playing versus Ivern. Like this Ivern, he's low on health, just use his shield. Alright, I'll chase him down. Let's go for him, boys. Let's go for him. Oh wait, his shield's up again. Oh look, there's Janna as well. Like, I honestly just hate Ivern. Like that shield cooldown is grim, honestly, and his whole item build is built around being frustrating as fuck too, with the redemption and the locket shields. It's just like absolutely disgusting. So you don't really like, I never have fun playing versus Ivern. Like he counter jungles you early. It's so annoying to play against this guy, and he just tilts the crap out of me, man. He tilts the absolute crap out of me. That shield is way too strong and it has like a 2-second cooldown. It's really annoying to play against. Like honestly, it really annoys me. But you can see this game as well. Again, this is another game where the kills are more or less equal. But look at my, I'm probably pretty tilted this game. At some point, you know, if you have a decent-ish early game, it doesn't work out for you, and then you just like die over and over and over. At some point, you're just like, your brain just starts thinking, all right, let's just go for some really ham plays and see what we can do. We're not going to win this game by not going ham, right? We're not going to win this game playing standard. Let's just go crazy and see what happens. And in the end, you end up with a score like I have, 2-11. Not like, it's always a shame. I don't like having feeding scores like this, but it's just like, yeah, you know, I don't know. At the end of the day, you're just done though. Like, look at the map, man. Before this clip here, we had 1 tower. They've got like everything in our base as well. Like, this game is so depressing. Can we just skip this game? Can we just skip to the next game? Even watching this game has put me on tilt. There we go. It's over now. Finally. Oh god. Yeah. This is one where I think a bit more like mental fortitude would have helped me here. Obviously not my fault that we lost this game, but I didn't help myself, I guess. I tilted pretty hard that game. Anyway, champion here I'm playing next game. Someone you probably haven't seen me play for a while here. Blitzcrank. I'm not sure if you've ever seen me play this champion. But this is quite an interesting level 1. Because what happens is that the enemy team stacks in the bush to try and counter my invade. And we stack in the bush as well. Everyone always tries to counter the Blitzcrank invade. And yeah, we stack, they stack, and then end up actually getting a really good grab, and we still manage to make the play anyway, so it's kind of funny. So a really weird level 1 there, which ends up being, I think it works out pretty well for us overall. And then a nice cheeky dubstep ignite there. That's all you have to do, right? Your AD carry gets binded by Morgana, and then you just ignite the bloody Ez, and it's over. You know, it takes 2 damage. But I remember this game as well. This is quite an interesting one. We had the Talia, who was, I think she was smurfing, so she's actually a good player. She did moves which made me think she was a good player. But she was smurfing to practice Talia. She's not a Talia player. And she did some really questionable stuff this game as well. Like before like the last clip or something like that, she just like ran down bot and tried to tower dive 2 people in full health. And then was like, why didn't you take the tower for me? Well, you know, maybe I didn't want to take that tower. Maybe that's not a great thing to do. This clip here, though, is just pure justice. I missed a grab. I died. I deserve that. I deserve it. What can I say? If you don't hit every single grab, you deserve to die. Probably in real life as well. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to get a knock on the door and someone's going to pop me out. But then again, I was like, you know what? I deserved it. I missed a grab. I accept this fate because this is exactly what I deserve. A filthy Blitzcrank player who misses his hooks. Disgusting. Just wipe me out, bro. This is actually an interesting one too, because we played against Morgana and Ez this game. In the bot lane. The enemy bot lane combo was Morg Ez. And Morg Ez, I don't know if you guys like are too aware of like Blitzcrank and Blitzcrank counters, but Morgana is seen as the highest counter support to Blitzcrank, and Ez is the highest counter AD to Blitzcrank, because Morgana can black shield your grabs and Ez can jump out of your grabs. So it's like Ez can always stay at range, so it's really hard for you to grab him. Morgana's shield, so you can't grab him, and then also can like CC you up as well. So it's a pretty hard like matchup, I guess. But to have them both, like Morgana and Ez, good lord. But I'm fine playing versus them because I know how to play against them. Like you see this game. We didn't get any help this game, really. We just, you know, just 2v2'd. We just beat them in the 2v2 because I don't, you know, I'm so confident in my Blitzcrank and I played him so much that I just know how to play against him. Nice. Good job, Foxy. Just run at someone and ignite them. That's a high APM, high mechanical player right there. Proud of you, Foxy. I should be using my redemption here as well. This is just like, I was trying out some new builds here and I didn't actually have redemption in my build originally when I was playing Blitzcrank, so I'm trying out some new things. So I'm not really used to using my redemption. Like my redemption could have gone off like 2 or 3 different times in this fight. I've just forgotten to use it. And this is kind of what happens when you have an active item in your inventory that you're not used to using. You just don't use it. You just completely forget about it all the time. So, but at least I got it up now. Like, I could just chuck this on the Baron right here, and this would still be a useful redemption. Okay, good. At least I do that. At least I use some kind of redemption here. I mean, that's still good because that's just still a pretty big heal. Unlucky Caitlyn gets left in the Baron pit. Probably not the best decision to net into the Baron pit, but She was afraid and she panicked. But it's okay because we still get 2 people. We don't get the Baron, but we do get 2 people, so it's not too bad. Am I going to use my redemption again here? I'm hovering the redemption. Am I actually going to use it? Am I going to go for it, guys? Is this happening? Am I going for the redemption play? No? Okay, I knew it was too much. See, look at that. Morgana is just no problem for me because no one expects to get grabbed like that. There it is. There's a redemption. Excellent stuff. Good job, Foxy. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, Foxy. And there it is. Victory. So I hope you enjoyed this video, boys and girls. Next one will be coming pretty shortly because I'm pretty behind in these episodes. So we got into Diamond and we won a game out of Diamond. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, of course, cheeky thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for more LEGO Legends content. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all those things down in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.